So I looked at the adverts for this and thought, yes, this is the answer to all my battery charging, storage and transportation needs. So is it the answer? Or did I just mislead myself with my own self-created hype? Hi, it's Paul, and today I'm an old man with a review of my Ryobi RC18627 6-port battery charger. Right, if as a result of watching you feel the need to purchase one, there's a link in the description, and because of that I have to tell you the video is classed as an advert by the ASA. I will mention that this is now an old model which has now been superseded by the RC18640, which I don't have, but will be mentioned earlier on. You can still buy this on Amazon. It's also still in Halfords and B&Q, I think. December 2023 we're at now. It's on special at Amazon at the moment. And if you can live with the 2.5 amp charge rate compared to the 4 amp charge rate of the RC18640, it might represent good value. Let's get on with it then. I used to carry all my batteries and charger in a supermarket bag for life. The bag for life being, in my opinion, one of the most universal carry options on the planet, alongside the mighty IKEA bag. On the plus side, carrying batteries and a charger in a shopping bag is very cheap, but on the downside they get bashed about even more than they do in actual use. Well, they do in my case if you literally sling the bag in the back of the van or pickup at the end of the day when you just can't be bothered. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, that's a nice solution. Keeps all the batteries together, charges them all at once, works as a carry device. What's not to like? I'll come to what's not to like in a minute. So I bought it. I think I paid about £90 GB pounds for it, and I was good to go. So let's have a look around it. 6 charging ports, 2, 4, 6, 3 on each side. LEDs to tell you charging, charged, dead. Mains cable, obviously. 2 screw hanging points on the back, and it'll also stand happily on its end, on its base, and in fairness it fell off the bench and stood quite happily upside down for a day without me actually realising. It's not weather protected, it's indoor use only, although I find my indoors extends a long way outside with many tools that aren't for outdoor use. It charges at 2.5 amps. That's 1 amp more than the standard charger, the little one that you get free with all the kits, and it's half the charge rate of the 5 amp fast charger. So if charging is your most important consideration, then the RC18640, which I've already mentioned, might be the better investment. But it's about 50% more cost for about 60% more charge rate. If you're interested in charging time, Ryobi for each of their chargers gives the charge time per battery size, but in simple terms, for a very, very rough guide, you take the battery size in amp hours, so let's say this 5 amp hour battery, and you divide it by the output in amps of the charger. So a 5 amp hour battery on a 2.5 amp hour charger should take about 2 hours to charge from empty. The reality is that life is never quite that straightforward, but it gives you an idea. Here's the thing though. Out of all the Ryobi chargers, most, and definitely both of the 6-port ones, only charge 1 battery at a time, sequentially. According to the manual, it charges batteries in the order you put them in. So as you look down at it now, I've got 1, 2, 3 that are charged. It's now charging this one. I could not tell you which order I put the other 2 in, but it's going to charge those 2 last. So if you want the fastest charging, then this isn't the answer. Neither's the RC18640. The fastest charger is the 5 amp one that I've got in another video that I'll put a link somewhere. As a side note, the 2-port RC18240 is the only charger that charges 2 batteries at once. But I still think the 6-port chargers are a good option, because what you get with either of them is sequential charging. Hang on, wasn't I just moaning about that? Well, I was, but the beauty of it is that if you leave it long enough, it will charge all your batteries and you don't need to check when they're finished to swap them for the next one. So if you just had a single port charger, you're forever looking at the charger going, oh, is it charged up? Is it charged up? Is it charged up? What I do then is keep all my batteries in the 18627 and make sure they're all full before I head out to a job. If it's not a big job, I just take the charger with the batteries in it. But if I think I'm going to start tearing through batteries, then I'll take the fast charger as well, so that I can try to keep up with battery depletion, because the fast charger will charge one, this will charge another one, and hopefully I can keep up at that rate. Anything else to say about it? Well, it doesn't seem to like aftermarket batteries. I've got a couple of these Vanon 6 amp hour batteries that I got for eBay or Amazon or somewhere like that, and it really doesn't like them. If they're fully charged, it registers them as charged, but it will not charge them. I'll be honest, I've stopped using aftermarket batteries because they just don't seem to last as well. I now wait for when Ryobi do a special offer and I buy them then. So literally about 3 weeks ago, in the run up to Christmas special, I bought another 2 5 amp hour batteries because they were £50 off or something like that. If you go onto the Ryobi Tools UK website, you can register your email address and you will get endless emails telling you when there's a sale on, which is pretty much every week, every hour of every day. But they vary in what they reduce. So they might have a month of garden tools reduced, they might have a month of power tools reduced, and then it seems about once or twice a year in the run up to Christmas, and I think again in sort of January, February time, they had a special on batteries. I have occasionally had instances where it doesn't seem to want to charge at all, but in the standard IT advice solution, if I switch it off and switch it back on again, it seems to kick back in. Would I buy it again? Yes, 100% I would. I would now probably buy the 18640 because of the 4 amp charging, still only sequentially. But in fairness, this is absolutely fine for what I want. So there you go then. 18627 battery charger. I like it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.